Lin-Manuel Miranda, welcome to Movies and Musicals. What a pleasure to have you back. You spoke to us some time ago. I guess you just landed in London because we were talking about the songs from Moana.
Yes.
And a lot has happened since.
Yes.
Congratulations, firstly, on your star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and the Kennedy Center Honours, and you're going back to Puerto Rico to play Hamilton, and a Golden Globe nomination for Mary Poppins Returns. Life is good.
Life is very good. I'm very grateful.
Absolutely. I wanted to ask you, you are the Broadway guy in this. We were just talking to Rob Marshall about that. He specifically wanted you. And I was wondering how it was for you to be used to going on stage every night and being able to do the show another night. But also you're a guy who has recorded cast albums. When it has to be, that's the take.
That's the take.
Yeah, so how was the film process for you?
Well, it's exactly that. That's the take. And I think that your energy source when you're doing a piece of theater is the audience. I mean, you have that immediate connection. You know instantly their response, and it is unforced and it is genuine. And when you are filming musical sequences, your energy has to come from somewhere else because you don't have that audience. You have a crew that has seen you rehearse it countless times, and they know what's going to happen. And so your energy source really becomes the one-of-a-kind nature of every day. Today I'm going to dance with penguins. Next week I'm going to dance with Meryl Streep. The week after that we're going to shut down Buckingham Palace, and we're going to ride 100 bikes across the front lawn. Yeah. So what is the that notion that we're not coming back sort of forces you to be present in an extraordinary way.
Do you miss the applause?
That's the joy of screening the film now. I feel like we've been sitting on a secret for a year and a half, and so it's wonderful to watch the audience responses to this film, which has been overwhelmingly positive.
Yeah, I have to say, after Little Light Fantastic, I almost did applaud. It just has that feeling to it.
I've seen applause after all the numbers in this. And I can't remember the last time I've seen that happen in a theater, except I remember being at the midnight screening Friday of Chicago when it first opened. And I remember applause, I was like, who applauds during a movie? And it was glorious to see that. That's Rob Marshall's magic.
I know as a boy, it was hard for you to get through Feed the Birds. That was your number.
That's a tough one.
How are you coping with a conversation, for example, that Ben Whishaw sings?
Yeah,
I found it hard
and as a
getting
husband
that.
and a father, I mean, it is. Honestly, I think Ben's performance was the biggest revelation to me, simply because I don't have that many scenes with him in the film. I spent a lot of time with Mary and the kids, a good amount of time with Jane Banks, but I don't really interact with Michael that much. And so that number knocked me flat when I first saw it.
I have to say that all of the songs are obviously extraordinary, but you opening and closing the film, how does that feel when you actually saw yourself on screen doing that?
Oh, it's very overwhelming.
Has to be special.
Yeah, it was very special. I didn't know whether I would be before or after the opening credits. I love that we have an old school overture and an opening credits, but it's an enormous honor. And I just think the song is it's so perfect for the beginning of the film. I think it sort of resets our pulses. You know, we live in a fast, crazy times, and we're constantly scrolling on our phones all the time, and then to put away your phone, to start with a breath, literally a breath as we clean that lamp, it sort of lets the audience know they're going to be very well taken care of.
There are so many musicals out there at the moment. So I've seen Hamilton twice, I love it, but I also love Mary Poppins Returns. Yeah. What do you say to the guy who comes up to you and says, I hate musicals? What do you say to him?
I say, I'm so sorry that your parents didn't play music in your house growing up. Because that's actually what I find, is when you meet someone who doesn't like musicals, one, they either have a very prejudicial view of what musicals are. They sort of associate it with sort of kick lines and top hats, or sort of a very antiquated view of what musicals are. Think about the musicals that have come out this year.
Yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody, A Star is Born, Mamma Mia. I mean, Mary Poppins Returns, like, you couldn't think of 4 different movies and 4 more different stories. So, one, that musical films can sort of encompass anything. And 2, when I talk to people who don't like musicals, it's usually because music hasn't been integrated into their everyday lives. And, I grew up in a Puerto Rican household. There's music everywhere and coming out of every room. So it just... to me, bursting into song is not that unrealistic a thing.
Same here. I wanted to ask you, you're going to have some downtime now before Puerto Rico and everything else. It's a time for watching movies. I'm going to give you a choice of 3. Okay. We have watched Mary Poppins and Mary Poppins Returns. So next, would you like to see It's a Wonderful Life, Elf?
It's a Wonderful Life. I don't
Okay,
even care
that's
what
what
the
Emily
third one
said
is.
too.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's a Christmas movie for me. And actually, there's a screening in my neighborhood in Washington Heights every year, and I'm going to hopefully get back just in time to see it.
Last time we spoke, I extended an invitation to you to come to Ireland. Can we see you in 2019, do you think?
I would love to. I'm going to be spending the summer in Wales, actually, because I'll be
Okay.
filming season 2 of His Dark Material. So, yeah, I'm trying to sort out a weekend there.
You're most welcome. Please come and visit us. Thank you so much, and
Thank you so much.
congratulations again.
Thank you. Happy Christmas.